Thunder cracks above a heaving Pacific. Carrier radars are blind. Satellites won't pass for hours. Enemy jammers hiss across every frequency. Suddenly, a calm voice breaks the silence. Unknown cruiser, bearing 095, closing fast. No cockpit, no masthead, just a lone drone orbiting 56,000 feet above the storm. Quietly watching. Meet the MQ-4C Triton, guardian angel of the world's oceans. I'm Steven, and welcome back to Combat Tech, where tomorrow's battlefields take center stage today. Tonight we unmask a machine so huge fleet sailors joke it's Spruce Goose 2.0, yet so elusive it goes through jet streams that ground lesser aircraft. Northrop Grumman's MQ-4C Triton, declared operational in 2023, is the US Navy's answer to an ocean planet riddled with gray zone threats. Pirate skiffs at dawn, hypersonic missile barges by dusk. Instead of bombs, Triton deploys sensor firepower, radar beams that see through storms, infrared eyes that read hull numbers at 50 nautical miles, algorithms that sift 1 million square miles of water before you finish this sentence. How did we get here? And why is Triton a game changer in the age of autonomous warfare? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about scale. A 131-foot composite wing, longer than a Boeing 737, arches like a steel gray albatross. Climbing to 56,500 feet, Triton rides air so thin it could pop with a pin. Up here, the horizon stretches 500 miles, and a single lazy circle surveys 1 million square nautical miles, about the size of the Mediterranean. Cruising at a modest 330 knots on its Rolls-Royce AE 3007H turbofan, Triton loiters 30-plus hours without refuel, yet burns less per hour than a C-130 lumbering below. Think of it as a solar-powered lighthouse that never needs the sun. Here's the sorcery: the ZPY-3 Multifunction Active Sensor, MFIS. Its AESA radar, hidden in a sleek canoe fairing, steers its beam electronically. No moving gimbals to seize up in salt air. Wide area search identifies a 7-meter skiff in Sea State 4 at 70 nautical miles. Inverse SAR produces near photographic images of a destroyer's superstructure, highlighting phased array panels or fresh missile tubes. Maritime Moving Target Indicator tracks a single periscope wake in a sea of whitecaps. Beneath the nose, a multi-spectral EOIR turret zooms to read a hull number at night, while an ESM suite sniffs for hostile fire control radars at 200 miles. AIS receivers, SIGINT pods, the works. A Swiss Army sensor mast, but airborne and autonomous. Satellites cover the oceans. You protest? True, yet they scream by at 17,000 miles per hour, glancing at a patch of water for minutes and vanishing for hours. Triton loiters, stares, confirms, and stares again. It's the difference between glancing at a doorbell cam and hiring an insomniac guard dog. Eyes are useless without a brain, and Triton's is equal parts AI pilot and data broker. Autonomy software draws serpentine patrol boxes, skates around thunderheads picked up by onboard weather radar, even retasks sensors the instant a ghost blip appears on the edge of the screen. If links jam, Triton executes a fail-safe return, descending through cloud decks and merging with civilian traffic corridors like a phantom that files flight plans. Meanwhile, crews at Naval Air Station Jacksonville or Anderson Air Force Base watch compressed, AI-cued highlights, not raw overload, free-to-think strategy, not SIF pixels. Salt, ice, lightning, hail. Maritime air is pure avionics poison. Triton shrugs. Titanium abrasion strips guard its leading edges. A beefy anti-ice system warms wings and engine inlets. Antenna seams are triple sealed. Engineers lock the drone in NASA's icing tunnel until half-inch rime coated every surface. Triton never flinched. Redundant flight computers and quad-channel hydraulics keep it alive even after a Lucky Sam fragment. Think of a cybernetic albatross wearing storm armor. Let's talk about missions. 1. Persistent ISR. Over the South China Sea, Triton remaps every Spratly Reef twice an hour, charting new dredgers, fresh concrete, and missile trucks as they roll ashore. 7th Fleet's Ops Center watches Beijing's chessboard in real time. 2. Targeting and queuing. During Exercise Rimpack, Triton tracked a hostile sub's periscope wake and relayed coordinates to a P-8A Poseidon 40 minutes away. Sonobuoys splashed within 100 meters, unthinkably tight without the drone's cue. 3. Over-the-horizon kill chain. Soon, an F-35C will launch an AGM-158C long-range anti-ship missile using nothing but a Triton radar track, guided mid-course via Link 16 until the missile's seeker goes active. One drone, one jet, 1,000 miles apart, same lethality. 4. Search and rescue. Triton SAR can spot a yellow life raft from 45,000 feet through cyclone clouds, vectoring rescue helos before hypothermia sets in. 5. Humanitarian and environmental. After a typhoon, Triton maps flooded villages under monsoon overcast, directing amphibious aid groups to the worst hit zones. The eye that spies can also save. September 2023. Guam. A Triton climbs with the sunrise and slips into Mariner's Eye, a 50,000-foot orbit over the Philippine Sea. For 24 hours, it shadows a Chinese Type 055 destroyer, tailing USS America, logs its fire control radar signature, and beams footage to Indo-PACOM before Beijing's captain finishes breakfast. Atlantic Front. From Naval Air Station Sigonella, another Triton stalks Russian submarines slipping from Severomorsk, relaying acoustic cues to Allied frigates prowling GI-UK gap choke points. No provocation, just information dominance. Remember our episode on the MQ-25 Stingray? Picture this synergy. Triton paints a rogue weapons freighter. Hundreds of miles closer, a Stingray tops off 2 F-35Cs, screaming in on afterburner. Beneath the waves, an Orca XLUUV streams acoustic intel. Space, air, surface, subsurface. Triton is the router knitting them into one digital phalanx. Distributed maritime operations isn't theory, it's mesh warfare, and Triton is the keystone. Northrop Grumman's spiral roadmap reads like science fiction. Block 2, multi-intelligence pod, cigar tube antennas, Hoover satellite phone chatter, burst transmit decrypts to Fort Meade in near real time. Arctic kit, electrothermal wing boots, plus ultra-wideband SATCOM for 24-hour orbits over the northern sea route, surveilling Russia's new icebreaker fleet. Weapons bay rumors. A 3,200-pound internal cavity could soon house a standoff Shadow Strike missile, flipping Triton from Watchman to Hunter. Upgrades aren't all hardware. Edge AI now, in flight tests, classifies vessels faster than any analyst. Quantum-secured SATCOM could render Triton hack-proof, jam-proof, and maybe permission-less, executing commander's intent without waiting for a green light. Are we witnessing the dawn of algorithmic warfare at 50,000 feet? You decide. Hypersonic glide vehicles shrink reaction windows to minutes. Submarines vanish beneath thermal layers. Information overload paralyzes commanders. In that chaos, data is oxygen. MQ-4C Triton manufactures that oxygen by the terabyte, burning away fog of war until oceans look like glass. Its carbon wings stitched together, kill chains, rescue chains, and relief chains across 70% of Earth's surface. Steel can be sunk, flesh can be spent, but the force that sees first, decides first, and strikes first wins. Triton ensures the US Navy keeps that edge, for now. If that vision excites or terrifies you, hit subscribe, smash the like, and join us next week when we unveil a railgun that hurls tungsten at Mach 7. Until then, remember, the sky is no longer the limit. It's merely layer 1 of the battlefield, and Triton is already on station,